Today we will see how can we model, analysis and design a beam using Staad Pro version 22. We have assigned geometry, properties and supports. The next is applying the load on the structure. In order to assign loads on the beam created, move on to the loading option. Here you can click on load case details and add. Primary is selected by default and load case 1 is generated. You just need to add and close. Here you can see first load case is created. In this question we have only one load case. Again click on add, and if you want to add the self weight, you just check whether the direction is y and the factor is -1 and click on add. After that, as per the question, we have member loads which are concentrated, point load as well as UD load. In order to give concentrated point load, click on concentrated force, and on P we can give the load magnitude. In the first beam it is -20 kilonewton as per the question. Minus is given to show that load is applying vertically downwards. Our axis direction is positive vertically upwards, so load direction is -20, that is vertically downwards. Then D1 and D2, you can refer the picture given. D1 is the distance of the load from the left end of the beam. In our question, the total length of the beam is 4 meter and the load is applied at 2 meter from the left end. So I am giving D1 as 2 and D2 as 0 because the load is assumed to be applied at the center of the breadth of beam. Just add. After that, you need to create two more point loads as per the question, that is -30 kilonewton, which is at a distance of 4 meter from the left of the beam. Then click on add. The third point load is -40 kilonewton, which is again acting at a distance of 2 meter from the left of the beam as per the question. Add it. Now we have a uniformly distributed load for the span BC, which is of length 6 meter and the load magnitude is -15. Now select uniform force and click on -15 there, and D1 is 0, that is load is starting from the left end of the beam, and D2 is 6 because the load is extending up to the right end of the beam of span 6 meter. Now you can click on add and close. Here you can see all the loads that we have created is listed here. Now we need to assign the loads. Now click on self weight, assign, and assign the weight to each of the 3 beams. Now click on concentrated load -20 on the first beam. Then click on concentrated load -30 on the second beam. Then click on concentrated load -40 on the third beam. Then we have a uniformly distributed load on the second beam. All the loads have been applied. Now we just need to see the values, and for that you can move on to view option and label settings. There you can click on load values and apply. Now you can see the load values are visible. Now you can click on loads and results and just click on loads. Then move on to the scale so that these point loads are very long arrows. So we can just reduce the arrow size. Just click on apply immediately so that we can watch it reducing. Then click on this up arrow so that its size is reduced. When it reaches the required size, just stop and see. Okay, distributed force is having a reasonable size, so I am not adjusting its scale here, and I just apply and OK. Now you can see -20, -30 and -40 are shown, as well as the uniformly distributed load is also shown. Now the span is not shown here, so I am just clicking on utility and beam tools and dimension beams, display, just click on display and close. Now you can see the span of each of the beams and all the loading cases along with the support conditions. In utilities, you can see a take picture option. Just click on take picture. Then it gives a caption as whole structure, loads, etc. You can change it to loading because in your report it is asked to show the loading details. Or you can click on OK. Can give a suitable caption as required. So that is it, assigning the loading on the beam.